Alright, have you guys ever heard of the saying stocks only go up? Well, if you haven't, now you have. And today we're going to be taking a look at the stocks that I've taken a loss from and seeing where they are today. Think of it as a after they were famous, but in this case we're talking about stocks, so after they were sold, stock edition. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy and let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, we have hit 500 subscribers, 524 to be exact. I got the email a couple days ago. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for that. It really does mean a lot. I love making videos and I'm going to keep doing them. And if you guys are brand new in this channel, I like to post videos on personal finance, investing, stocks, Tesla related videos, side hustles, basically anything that revolves around making money, and then also Teslas. So if you guys are into that, definitely leave a like and then maybe subscribe because we're trying to hit 569 subscribers. Yeah. Anyways, today, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we're going to be taking a look at stocks that I've taken a loss from and seeing where they are today. So basically the question that we're going to be answering is, what would have happened if I held those stocks? Would they be up? Would they be down? And then we're also going to try to figure out and see if the saying is true, that
stocks only go up.
I don't think so. That's not, I really don't think that's the case. But again, we're going to be taking a look at the stocks that I have taken a loss from and seeing if they've gone up. Oh, and by the way, I'm only going to be focusing on my Webull account just because I have 4 different accounts. If we do all 4, it's going to take forever. So I'm not going to be doing that. But if you guys want to see all my 4 different accounts, then I'm going to put the little card right there. In that video, I basically show you guys all my different stocks, how much those accounts are worth and everything like that. So if you guys want to go watch that, it's going to be the little card right there, or it's going to be the second link in the description right below the Webull link, where if you guys deposit $100, you guys can get up to 3 free stocks valued from $1. Wait, no, that's wrong. $8. All the way to $1,400. So basically, free money if you deposit $100. And let's go ahead and take a look at the losses that I have accrued. So I'm gonna put the screen recording right there, but you guys can see my biggest profit, CCL. Obviously, we're not looking at the profits. We're gonna look at the losses this time because everyone shows the profits, right? No one shows the losses. Now, the first loss that I took was KODK, KODK, and I took a loss of 3 cents. I only bought 1 share, and again, I lost 3 cents, so not that much. And honestly, all of these stocks that I'm going to show you guys, a lot of them I only bought like, a couple shares of, maybe like, 5 shares, maybe just 1 share. And I did accrue like, $2 loss, maybe a $5 loss, $10 loss. As you guys can see, there's a lot of them. I'm not going to go through every single one just because that's going to take a long time. And I don't think you guys want to watch that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add all of those numbers up, all the losses, all the accrued losses. I'm not going to count Netflix or Peloton just because I haven't realized those losses. But I'm going to add all of those numbers up and I'm going to put it right there. But I do believe the number is like 1,500-ish, if I am correct. I think I did the math before this. If I did it right, then it's going to be right there. So I'm going to keep scrolling down. And as you guys can see, the more I scroll down, the bigger the loss I take. So for example, Macy's, I had a $20.30 loss. GE, Just Energy, it was a hyped up stock. I think, how much did I buy? So I bought 119 shares and I'm currently seeing a $25.51 loss. Not too much. And we're going to focus on the ones that I did have a loss that are $50 and greater. So if we scroll all the way down, the first one that's $50 or greater is Amazon. All right, so like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, Amazon, I did buy Amazon. I haven't sold it yet, so I haven't realized that loss. So I'm not going to count that. But let's go ahead and click on it. So right now I'm sitting at a $54.10 loss with Amazon. And yeah, I haven't sold it. It's my first time buying Amazon in this account, so you guys can see that. All right, so the next stock that we're gonna be taking a look at is SPI. Now, I think I got into this one because of the hype. I saw that it was up like 100% at one point, and I decided to get in. I didn't put in like thousands of dollars. I think I only put in like $100 because honestly, I knew that it was gonna go down eventually, and it did go down. And I think I lost like 50% of that $100. So if we look at SPI, you guys can see that I'm seeing a loss of $57.42 in total. And if we click on it, I bought 5 shares at an average cost of $20.50 and I sold everything at $9.02. So you guys may be asking, where is that stock right now? That's a great question. Let's find out. Okay, so we are in. I am seeing the price right now, and if I held that stock, it would be at $8.82. So meaning I would have lost an additional 20 cents per share. So I would have been down even more. So good thing I sold there. Let's move on to the next stock. All right, so the next stock is Peloton. Now, I know for a fact that this one is up just because it's on my watch list and I see it every day. All right, so I bought 28 shares of Peloton at an average cost of $108.39, and I sold practically everything at $106.30. And if we look at where that stock is today, I think it's at 116. I think that's where I saw it last, but let's go ahead and figure it out. Okay, so the stock is currently worth $114 exactly. So that means that if I would have held, that stock would have been up. All right, so the next stock that we're gonna be taking a look at is SSSS. And in this one, I lost a total of $72 with 1 cent. And as you guys can see, I bought a lot of it at $11.86. I bought some more at, different price points. But the point is, I sold all of those shares at $9.64. So that means that I sold all those shares for a $2 loss per share. So again, the question is, where is that stock now? Is it up? Is it down? Let's take a look. All right, so I'm seeing it right now. It's sitting at $12.13. So that means if I would have held, that stock would have been up like 2 or 3 percentage points. So I would have been making money, making profit, right? But at the time, I didn't know what to think because again, it was another hyped up stock and I thought it was gonna keep going lower. So that's the reason I sold. And honestly, I don't regret it. All right, so the next stock that I'm gonna be talking about is Workhorse. Now for this one, I'm sitting at $140 loss. So we're gonna take a look at the details. And if we do, I bought 28 shares at an average cost of $28.40. And I sold everything at $23.37. $23. So if we look at where that stock is today, what do you guys think? Is it up? Is it down? Okay, so it's sitting at $21.93, meaning that if I would have held, it would have been down lower. All right, so that is Workhorse. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so the next stock that we're gonna be taking a look at is SOLL. Now, I remember getting into this one just because, at one point it was up 150% and I still got in. Yeah, a lot of these are high plays and I still get into them. I get burned, but I still get into them. I'm trying not to do that anymore. I've learned from my mistakes and I only invest in like safe companies, companies that I know if they go down 20% in a day, which, Tesla, for example, has done that. I know that in the long term, they'll recover. But before we look at the details, Solo put me at a loss of $304 with 26 cents. And if we look at the details, so I bought 180 shares at an average cost of $10.85, and I sold everything at $9.16. All right, so the question you guys may be asking now is the price greater than $9.16 or is it lower? Well, let's take a look. If I would have held, that stock would be at $6.78, meaning that it would be down even more. Now, I'm not gonna do the math right now, but I do want you guys to see the numbers, right? So, this is the actual loss. I think it's $304 with 26 cents. And the hypothetical loss, if I would have held, is right here. Yeah. All right, so the biggest loss, my final one, is TCDA. Now, before we get into it, I'm actually gonna take, Dave Portnoy's advice and close my eyes and say the magic words.
If you're down 2 milli like I was a couple of weeks ago, just close your eyes super tight and say to yourself 3 times.
Stocks only go up. Stocks only go up.
Stocks only go up.
Only go up.
And you'll be okay.
Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, I'm gonna do the math again. So let me show you guys. So it's sitting at $7.66. So that means if I would have held, I would have been down even more, almost 50%. Actually, yeah, 50%. So I would have been down even more. Now, I'm not gonna do the math right now, but I will do the math just to show you guys the numbers because I do want you guys to see them. So this is the original one, $500 and something. And the hypothetical, if I would have held that stock, I would have taken a loss of this amount. Yeah, that's a lot. Definitely a lot. Good thing I sold.